Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 The Great War as the German Empire. In the last episode we just kind of got some housekeeping done and started organizing our military for the upcoming war, the Great War that will happen in about 4 years, give or take. I noticed in the last episode, I reviewed my footage, I kind of rushed through a lot of pop-ups. I didn't read them, so I'm going to actually take the time to read any pop-ups that come up here, because I know a lot of people like that, so we're going to take the time to do that. It may slow the series down a little bit, but I think it'll be worth it. So, yeah, one of the things we did last time was we got our military, our African detachment kind of in place, and we're going to create a line here to get them situated. Okay, I think that was a construction technology. Yes, it was. So we're gonna get fortresses. We're gonna get the first of the fortification, which will give us the trench at level 1. That's quick technology, good to get early on. Let's see here. What else are we gonna do? We are still waiting on the second set of those infantry to come out. We are bolstering our lines here. I want a full 25 divisions on the Belgian front when we start, just to power on through their military. That's going to be a goal. We'll probably get there. What are we going to do here? Let's see. It's 1910, so we are a little limited in what we can get, but I think it's probably, I'm just looking through here. This tech tree is very different than when I first played this, so I'm having to kind of relearn it. Get another production level here. That's always good. Now, I think what we're going to want to do here with this is we are just going to want to... We're just going to want to run right on through there, use the river as our natural border. I'm going to take manual control when the war does start to kind of push through the neck of, I guess this would be Lower Poland, or what would be Lower Poland. We can push through that and kind of pinch off this whole area. Hopefully we can get a pocket going. Russia was notorious for being the most fluid part of the First World War. It wasn't... Oh, okay. Revolution of Mexico on October 5th, 1910. Madrio issued a letter from jail known as the... Oh, God. Pan de Sal... Fuck it. With its main slogan... Oh, Jesus Christ. Free suffrage and no re-election. It declared the Das presidency illegal and called for revolt. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I am horrible with basically any other language other than English. It's a problem I have. I have trouble pronouncing certain just words. Problem with words. So, what are we gonna do here? Yeah, I think we are going to want a secret alliance with Romania. Romania down here, if I remember correctly, they're at some point going to get some more land. They're going to get a little bit bigger, and I definitely want them there, if anything, just to draw off the Russians so they actually have another area to fight in. I want this whole front to be filled with Russians, so our little bit of the front is not full of Russians, or at least not as full with Russians. Let's see here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna... See, this whole this whole front here, if I remember right, there is still a line of fortresses along here. Well, there exists fortresses here. I'm not sure if I want to push past here. I think I just want to go with another, with kind of like a modification, the World War II modification of the Schlieffen Plan, where they attacked primarily in the north instead of kind of along the whole front. Because after Belgium fell during World War I, if I recall, there was movement and actual fighting along the southern half of the Western Front, though I don't think it was a major portion of the war. I think I want to lessen that even more and just make this a static front. Okay, we got a bit of a doctrine. Yeah, we're going to go for the second half of the doctrine, or for another level into it. I always seem to go like straight for the end of a doctrine tree right from the beginning in Hearts of Iron 4. I've never known it to be detrimental or to really hinder you in any way. I think it actually helps you more than hinders you, but that's my opinion. What do we got going on here? Still got these troops training. They're pretty close. Oh, we got the radio. Oh, what do we want here? What do we want? I think we're going to go for production technology this time. Yeah, we'll give ourselves some oil extraction. As time goes on, well, as the war goes on, we're definitely going to need more oil, but I'm hoping to have at least a small portion of our military focused around armored cars or other types of vehicles. Okay, we've got one more. There we go. Okay, these 5 divisions will move to that force in Africa. That'll give us a pretty substantial force for the African front. Okay, we've got more political power. I think with this one we should definitely go with... what do we want here? We'll go with an entrenchment specialist. Got more dockyards, and with those new dockyards we're actually going to start a production of... not sure what we want from this. Submarines. We're going to start production of submarines, and they are going to join... What is this unit called? Empire Flotilla 1. And we'll have ourselves a large unit of submarines to be used in anti-merchant shipping, kind of along this area, avoiding the English Channel, obviously. And we just got the first level of fortifications, which is good. We'll get some war medicine. That's good as well. Alright, we got the secret alliance with Romania. Renew the triple alliance. Yeah, we'll do that. I want to use Austria-Hungary as our kind of battering ram in the Balkans. I don't want to have to worry about this front at all. Or this area at all. Though, knowing Austria-Hungary, I might have to worry about the Italians. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. What are we lacking here? Not enough equipment to train. Armored cars. So what are we currently missing? Or how much are we making? So, 1.5 a day. We're making enough that it's alright. And our civilian factories are now being built, which is good. If we can get these built, we'll roll through these naval dockyards quicker, and then we can start a new run of military factories quicker. Also trench lines along the Russian border, just in case they somehow push us back instead of us pushing them back. It's actually a bit of a misnomer or a bit of... you always hear about Germany beating Russia very easily in World War One, but during the early parts of World War One, Russia actually pushed quite a bit into East Prussia because of the general plan that had been called for, where the German force in the east was a holding force. But I think it was Tannenberg, I think is the name of the area of the counterattack. The German forces decimated a Russian force around that area and pushed them back, which began kind of the retreat across the Russian steppe that characterized the warfare around that area. Though the Austro-Hungarians did not meet with the same success that the Germans did. Kind of a staple of the Austro-Hungary military during World War One. They kind of never met success anywhere. So we are still waiting on this order of armored cars. This one doesn't even have any armored cars. This one's down by 10, down by 11, down by 10. So, I mean, we're not too far off from having this order finished. I could send them out right now, but I want them to be as trained as they can be. And let's see what we got here. So these 13 divisions are kind of situated around here. Oh, improved hand tools. So now I've got some choices. If we go back here, still waiting on... The Albanians have scored an upset victory over the Turkish forces today after a surprise attack on a much numerically superior Ottoman force. The Albanians lured the pursuing Turks into the nearby town of Tulsi, where, joined by rebels from Montenegro, they overwhelmed the bottlenecked forces into a retreat. Turkish authority in the Balkans has fallen further into question as a result. Actually, if I had a chance, I think I might spend a bit more time learning about this era, because it's an interesting little era. It's the time when a lot of countries gained their independence from imperial rule, or were granted their independence through some other means. It's an interesting little time period. We'll go to the mechanical computer, decrease our research time. Let's see here. And a lot of the things that kind of happened in this time period directly led into repercussions that occurred in World War II in many ways. Okay, we've got 3 of these divisions of armored... renew the Triple Alliance. So... Bavarian nationalism. Kingdom of Bavaria does not exist. Requirements. I don't think we want to do that. I want to support Austria-Hungary. We're just going to deploy this this last group of armored cars, and we are going to send 2 of them down to the African theater, because I think they will be useful. A little trump card for the forces in the area. And these guys will go with the Russian front, because they are going to be useful in these very large and open plains. Can exploit those breaches in the line. Now we don't have anything training. What do we want? We're going to train a couple of mountain divisions. We're going to train 10 mountain divisions. We're going to do a run of these, just in case they're needed at some point during the Italian, when the Italians fight us, if they fight us, or if the Austria-Hungary military needs help in Serbia. What do we got here? We got a theorist we could use. Well, this is always good. Experience gain's always good. See... Now I'm starting to think, because in World War One, Germany did not go to war with the Netherlands. That was not a part of the Schlieffen Plan. They just went to war with Belgium. I'm thinking maybe we could try an expanded Schlieffen Plan, like the World War II version, and take on Amsterdam as well when that comes about, because I don't think they're allied to anyone right now. They don't particularly like me, but doing so would open up a front. It would open up frontage that we might not necessarily want opened up. Oh! Huh. I forgot Germany actually owned this. I'm an idiot. I probably looked at that in the first episode. Oh... I'm used to Germany only consisting of... I'm used to it only consisting of this and East Prussia is what I'm used to. I don't play many World War I strategy games. Though so far this is looking much better than when I first tried this. I'm gonna shrink up this front. I think shrinking it up to there will be good. I might shrink it all the way up to our border so we're not doubling up with the Austrians. Or I guess Austro-Hungarians. It throws me off because this is the same color, almost the exact same color they have in Victoria 2 and in... or Austria has in Victoria 2 and in EU4. Ooh! Machu Picchu just uncovered. Machu Picchu, the grand estate of the Incan king, something that starts with a P, has been found. The last inhabited around 1550. It has rested nearly untouched by the world community until its rediscovery by the American explorer Hiram Bingham. The Peruvian government is gleefully preparing for the influx of easily taxed tourists. That is something I've always wanted to do, would be to go to Machu Picchu, but I've never actually been outside of the country. I've never had a chance to. Let's see. I think we're going to go with heavy industry, get that going. And we have got support of... we've supported Austria-Hungary. What do we want to do here? I think we're going to... We're going to do an armament effort. Get some more military factories going. But yeah, no, I've never, as I was saying, I've never been outside the country. I don't even have a passport. But I've always wanted to visit kind of that area. I've always wanted to go to the pyramids, what are they called? Of the, it escapes me. Not the Incan pyramids, I think Aztec or something like that. They're somewhere in South America. I've seen pictures I haven't looked at them in a while. I forget the name, but I've always wanted to visit them. I've always thought it was interesting, as well as the other pyramids in the world, like Giza. Here we go. Oh, 2 at one time. So we are. I think we're gonna go for the second level of trenches. And this was for our research. I think we're going to go with decryption. I don't care if they can see what I do, but I want to see what they do. I mean, we've got a good spread of military forces, though I think our our French front is going to need reinforcement with trenches, and if we can get them before the start of the war, fortresses. I want to fortify this whole area, because if I can't push into France, I definitely don't want them pushing into my territory. Alright, we're slowly building up subs and ships for the, what is it called? I think it's the German High Seas Fleet, or the Imperial High Seas Fleet. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, Jesus, Agadir crisis? I'll go with that. Provoked by the increasing power of France over the state, Moroccan... I think it's Moroccan? Yeah, Moroccan citizens have begun a rebellion against Sultan... Oh, God. Now, as the French are preparing to lift the siege of the palace in Fez, I know how to say that one, the Germans have sent the SMS Panther to the port of Algiers in support of the rebels, claiming to be protecting German mercantile interests in the region, presuming that in the event of the rebel failure, Morocco will pass direct control of France. If nothing is done in this situation, war could break out in Europe. I don't think we want to push for war right now, though. I mean, they're not prepared for it, but we're definitely not prepared for it yet. So, I'm not going to do anything to antagonize them. Oh, that's where Casablanca is. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, I didn't think it was there for some reason. I thought it was much further down the coast. Huh. Oh, well. So what does this mean? Is this bordering conflict in this state? So I guess they're still dealing with the Albanian uprising, the Ottomans. I've always found it funny how the Ottoman perception during World War... Oh, here we go. France offers Cameroon concession as the Agadir crisis begins to boil over. The French have come to us with a proposition. German merchants can stay in Morocco, and we get part of the French Congo in exchange for recognizing French control over the region. The territory is not particularly useful by any means, but it would be a good way to save face without the declaration of war. Of course, if you want to... Oh, I don't think we should fight, so... We'll just take some of the French Congo. So there it is. New Cameroon. Yeah, it's not particularly useful. Does shorten our eventual plan to link up these two sections of our colonial territory. So that's good, at least. And there goes Morocco. Oh, the Mona Lisa has been stolen last night. A thief has stolen the famous Mona Lisa from the Louvre. This morning, Louis Bernard walked into the chalet portion of the museum where the Mona Lisa has been on display for 5 years, only to find 4 iron pegs on the wall. Local guards claimed the art was being photographed, which turned out to be untrue. Currently, the museum is closed for investigation. Huh. I didn't actually know that it got stolen. Interesting. I can't remember if Luxembourg joins the Allies in the war. I don't remember if they just remain neutral or not. I might have to devote a couple of troops to taking that over whenever the war does spark off. Okay, so we've got another one of these. We cannot go to extensive conscription. We can't do anything with our economy. We can't do anything with our exports that I want to do, so we are going to go with I think we'll do a chief of the army. We'll do we can get the experience gain, but I think I like the maneuver better. just so we can try and push Russia out of the war earlier. So we've got the armament effort, which is good. The next thing I want to do is assert our position in the east. We're going to increase our production of armored cars and subs. And we're going to keep going. Not a lot going on. I know whenever the Balkan War sparks off, things are going to change a lot, but I think that happens in a year, or close to it. Units ready for deployment. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't set their actual training area. I'm an idiot. We're going to make them in Berlin. But looking at the time, we have reached the end of this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, subscribe. Give me any tips, or say I suck. Everything's the same down below. I'll take any criticism I can get, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.